ahead, I feel like they have to play very responsive to what their opponents must do, because technically the onus is on JP9ers, who have the more aggressive early game comp compared to Todak, right? They've got the Kimi on their side, they got Zidane back on that Lucas, they even have Hazelnut. So at level 4, they've got decent ultimates to play around, but look at this laning phase, it's so unplayable.
Oh yeah, the concussive blast into the enhanced basic attacks, force a flicker from Zion Senpoi. I mean, he does have regenerate, he will be pretty healthy, but can't say the same about Magma though. They want to force out his Revitalize. Magma finally pops it, turns around, enhanced basic attacks. Hazelnut needs to run back now, flickers himself, and ZQT peels him away.
He takes everything, he's costing him so much HP right now. Way too much HP. And I think that ZQT, he comes back in with like at least 70%. There's nothing much he can really do. I think, at least for Vexana, when it comes to the laning phase, yes, level 1's going to be a little tough here. And I think that once Zion Senpoi gets at least one item, one-shotting the wave becomes more valuable, and then you interact less with ZQT. But this early game is where it gets really, really rough for them. So let's see how the JP9ers use this pressure to eventually apply it towards the side lanes. Oh man, Sapat looks so juicy right now.
Let's see if he can go for the kill. Sapat will eat it. Good stagger. And that's going to instantly deny the gank.
That's going to back him off. They could have waited for one more rotation from Momo to make it happen, but they are on a timer with Hazelnut trying to cover... Oh, Pixel Brush. What? No.
Are they going to pick the Gambit?
I think they're hoping that they utilize that river, and they want to catch him off rotation, but nobody's buying it. Yep, nobody took it.
Even Hazelnut took the safe route.
Good stuff from the side of Todak at the very least. There's some ideas put in place, but JP, they've got the protocols.
Momo will run away still. Hasn't stolen any ultimate just yet, looking for Zidane. Who now has full energy bar for the Sacred Beast. Traction Pulse was used, but chases Magma away. Magma now hits 4, has the AOG, but doesn't get a chance to use it. Zidane gets the first turtle. Momo has stolen the Unleash the Beast, instantly pops it with the help of the AOG from Magma, but Zidane just turns around, takes first blood, takes out Momo, and now can continue to fight. Magma actually fell and gets the kill on Sapat and Zidane. Zayed finds 2.
Man, the last two are so low. I can't believe Hazelnut actually made it out of this. Really lucky that Zion Senpoi, really lucky that unfortunately Momo, with the initial push from the Sacred Beast form, ended up pushing Hazelnut just enough outside of the AOG to buy him that extra bit of space to go for a Shunpo before the Beast Bomb actually connected. Either ways, not too bad, because Todak is walking away at least with 2 kills compared to JP9ers with 1 kill and 1 turtle.
Yep, Zayed and Zion Senpoi both got a kill each. They take down the enemy jungler too. Now the next question is, how do you deal with the 1-1? Of course, aside from having the Hayabusa jumper, everyone else don't really have the best way to do so, unless Momo steals the Sacred Beast and, you know, just runs at Loliao.
Or hits every shot. He's got to hit every shot. That's kind of the mechanical disparity when you're playing 1-1 into the Granger. It's a little difficult. Well, Traction is going to pull, but nobody to follow up on. No way to really contest. Bot side though.
Shadows didn't really connect onto Loliao, so no conversion into a crossbow tank. Shihin will now harsh off the wave and chunk Loliao out as much as possible. All shots connect. Most of Todak's players are, like you said, just like game 1, they're playing this 4-1 formation with Momo as the anchor top lanes. Just did stole the Sacred Beast, but now has to run away. The Inferno Pursuit to follow Momo, forced to use that ultimate to get out.
This bomb already coming out. He's going to struggle to walk back into lane. He's going to opt for a recall here. He doesn't know that Zidane has already taken the beetle and walked away from the scenario. That's going to be a full wave that Momo is going to miss out on top of his Purify. Not a great situation to be in, especially with the turtle spawning. So Todak, now, if they want to win this upcoming fight, they've got to drag this out.
Hazelnut has to flick a kick too. Oh! Looking for the flicker kick. Oh, almost gets Zion Senpoi. Good reaction from the Vex.
They're going to have to take their time here. Even Shihin is considering joining this fight, but 1-1's not letting him move out of the lane without some form of punishment. At the very least, he's able to push out that wave.
But goes in, let's get terrified. Still gets a dark wave pull, will sacrifice his life for this to make something happen. Hazelnut finds a kick on the Zion Senpoi, and Zidane goes for the back line, blows up Shihin with the Beast Bomb. Now Momo gets himself isolated. The stolen and leash the Beast, not enough damage as the members of Todak all start falling. 3 dead.
Why did Magma decide to drop the AOG there? rather than his forward guard. Like, Momo was doing work. He needed the extra bit of time. You don't mind trading Zion Senpoi in these types of cases because he's already used his full cycle of abilities. Even Jihin, trying to be part of that fight, started to struggle generally. They need a cleaner front to back. If Zidane gets into the back line, that's already going to be a problem. If Sapat is alongside with him, even bigger problems, but you have a good disengage mechanic. Todak need to fight together. They have to. The only person who's allowed to overextend and go out of position is Zayed as well as Momo. Everybody else must kite in the same general direction.
Yeah. That's what makes the job of Magma so much harder. Right? He's the only one that is given that responsibility. Again, as a Gadot, if you are that sole initiator plus peeler, you have to make some very tough decisions. And the further you fall behind, the more impossible the scenario will seem.
Now, with a missing bottom tier 1, they're trying to get this lane swap going. Oh god.
Momo has to use the Purify. Does manage to get out. That's a lot of damage dealt still. JP9ers will get the top tier 1 just off of that.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Magma.
So Liao not afraid to take it. Now the kickback. Crossbow attack unlocked. Lo Liao just goes to work with Inspire. AOG not enough. Lo Liao tracks him down.
What? That tracked him all the way there? I thought it would have ended as soon as he was in the air.
I thought so too, but I guess it followed.
What?
That is crazy. Alright, that one is not on Magma.
That one's definitely not on Magma. What?
Ability interactions. Apparently, if you fly, you're not invulnerable enough.
That's so jank.
Wait, but now that I think about it, when you use Winter Crown, Crossbow Tank still continues the channel. And you're invulnerable in Winter Crown. So I guess Lo Liao was
no, it should instantly stop if there's no valid targets around.
It's still hitting you. When you use Winter Crown, it still hits you. You just don't take damage.
I guess that's fair.
So I guess Lo Liao was at max range from the start and the end point of the AOG.
Man, that's such a bummer though. God, I don't blame Magma for that one. I don't blame it at all. You wouldn't have imagined that it would go in that direction as well. Even so, JP9ers still, they find the advantage for themselves and now into the next fight.
Momo is starting to feel behind, gets dragged back by Subbot, and now Zidane, big flash combo. Jihin once more gets destroyed. The Beast Bomb almost kills Zion Senpoi. Here comes Magma. The AOG actually gets cancelled. He ends up going down, and Zidane now gets to go to town. Thanks to the help of JP9ers, 3 dead on Todak.
Oh, Zidane feeling so confident right now, making all the plays, all the moves. They're trading front line and back lines here. Both Todak as well as JP9ers. JP9ers more confident because their back lines have plenty of self-sufficient heal, right? They're able to kite for days, brother. I mean, other than ZachQT, but he had to use his flicker in the fight at least.
Yeah, poor Magma. The one time he wanted to peel for his team, his all gets cancelled.
Couldn't do much there. That's the problem with this Lucas pick.
It's a really tough game. I think it's either the Starling Beam or the Traction Pulse, one of it. Or maybe Hazel, who knows. 5.4k goal lead for Niners. Lord up in 100 seconds.
Oh, DHS already purchased by Loliel's, the Demon Hunter Swarm.
This game might be close to the end point. Unless Todak makes like... I think it comes down to Zayed, right? Zayed... He's deathless so far.
I mean, let me just double check the items real quick. Where is he currently at? He's got the Hunter Strike.
War Axe, I think. Probably going for Malefic Roar next, I assume.
Is it even worth going for it? Oh, hold on.
Oh my god, Zion Senpoi is straight up dead.
There's nothing you can do about that. No flicker, you're just gone.
And that's a full combo from Zai. Still has
shadow,
what? But not that it really matters though. And that Beast Bomb takes out half of Shihen's life bar.
My goodness. I would have imagined that Momo dies there. Oh, finally. Oh,
that's a figure kick. Goodbye, Zayed.
Oh, the snowball's too big. Oh, wait.
Shadow kill. Actually tries to kill.
Oh, if he survived as well, that would have been sick. But Sapat not going to let him go. These inhibitors are going to start collapsing.
And he didn't have the shadow. Flash combo, flash that. You cannot control Zidane. Magma AOG. Completely dodged by everyone. And Magma ends up going down. Crossbow tank gets transferred on the Jihin, who gets out of range. Lo Liao gets terrified. While JP9ers didn't get any inhibitors, Todak holds the fort. Okay, all right, some decent defense. They had to sacrifice a 2-for-1 there, unfortunately, but it still worked out. Todak in it to win it. ZachQT goes for a wand here. Is he that worried about Zayed? Zayed currently only has 2 items. He's not like in a crazy position, but they also don't want the off chance if they're low. So happens to be a shadow that connects. Yeah, double defensive items. Blood Wings to the Winds of Nature. Probably concentrated energy next. I mean, Todak was really lucky that Lolia didn't have Inspire just now.
Also true.
He would have killed all of them, I think.
Yeah, but Lolios, he's 3-0-3 currently. Highest amount of gold.
There's a Heart's Claw out of nowhere.
Yeah, he just wants to sustain, right?
Casual Heart's Claw.
Because he knows Momo's going to jump for him. Like, if he gets chunked out... Luckily, Momo is not... he's not level 12 just yet. Once he hits level 12, that ult is going to do some real work, assuming he has the right items.
This first lord for JP Niners, Zaya was able to shove out the bottom wave pretty deep. So Niners will need to take some time to kind of recalibrate the wave, especially the bottom one. Lord will spawn mid. The JP Niners, let's see what they will do. The bottom wave finally pushes out. Good proxy from Lo Liao, so Zai is going to do the same bottom side. At least they get to stagger the push.
Yeah. Somebody has to come out of position. They see Zidane, Todak, just like, nah, not going to deal with that. They also see Suppot actually walking in to start clearing the jungle. They can play a traditional defense. One minion gets let through on that bottom side.
Zai did use the shadow kill too. Only defense top pop. This Lord will take down the mid inhibitor, Sally. The bottom inhibitor most likely will also lose his holy defense. Todak will be able to hold back the rest of the push. Lo Liao drop out to half health, but thanks to the DHS and this Heart's Claw, he's back up to full.
Alright, pretty decent defense here. Now the second wave. This is the big problem here. I see the Winter Crown purchased by Zidane. He could go for an all-in dive on Todak underneath their turrets, but they're going to take the safe route. They're going to focus purely on inhibitors.
Good sandbag on the Hazelnut. Give him stiff arm movement. Magma gets pulled back, and that's more than half his health bar. Revitalize gets popped. Zidane straight to the back. That is going to purify out from Sihin. He does still have the Winter Crown to work with. Stolen flash combo, but it's not enough. AOG, this one connects, and Magma lands the fat one. Shut down going over to Sihin. Magma now continues to chase. JP Niners force back. Magma once more. Rooted in place, but Todak have done the work.
A very good attempt for the JP Niners. Really sad that Lolios ended up dying there, unfortunately. Again, constantly, whoever's low, walk back. Back to the fountain, top up your health, get back into the fight, rinse and repeat all over again. I think that Zidane had a good idea. Unfortunately, Lolios unable to fully capitalize on the situation.
Oh, that's casually stretching. He's like, 10 more seconds.
10 more seconds.
If I'm back in the ring. Traction pulse miss. Stolen traction pulse by Momo.
Oh!
Uses Zakuti, flies away with the jetpacks. Zayed coming in from the side. So Todak will get the mid-tier one.
Alright, they're finding something back. Like, Todak has come to a point where they've actually got some real damage here because JP Niners, a majority of their backline just are so squishy. Just the squishiest, right? I think that Zyme Senpai has almost a little more health than ZaQT, bar for bar. But definitely Blood Wings making the difference here.
JP Niners are by no means, out of this game just yet. Still almost a 5k goal advantage. They do find a cake this time on the Magma. Can Magma fly away in time? It seems like, no, there's no way he does that.
It's just too much damage from the side of JP Niners, right? They're sacrificing a little bit of health for a lot of consistent damage. And Zayed, sneaky, from the back, looking for an opportunity to maybe one-shot Lolios in this fight.
Does Loliao have Wisdom Nature yet? So he
does.
He does have Wisdom Nature.
Purchased it like rather early as well, because he is the richest member from the side of JP Niners, right? That's where a majority of this league came from.
Now Winter Crown for Zyme Senpai. Todak forced to concede the Lord this time. Hazelnut even spotted out the rest of Todak just now. They made contact in the bottom river. JP Niners very confident to rush the Lord down. Let's see if they can do some. They can take away the rest of the inhibitors. The Lord instantly spawns due to the timing.
I think there's a good argument. Right now, it's whether or not they can get Magma's ult out of his hands, right? Once Magma doesn't have his ult, there's a lot more confidence for the JP Niners to kind of push in and go for the fight. Momo definitely is going to be looking for the backline, but Zayed, right? If you forcefully come from the front, then you just have to worry about like two angles, two side off angles when you are dealing with the traditional front to back. Ooh, we are also seeing a Winter Crown being purchased by Momo's side as JP are looking for the rest of the inhibitors.
See, the Winter Crown is going to help Todak. Zayed forced away. Hazelnut used to conceal. It's all to zone Todak away so that they can get the rest of the inhibitors. But Todak putting up a very good defense. Silent inhibitor still up. One more empowered minion wave. JP Niners have to flick a kick. Traction pulse still on cooldown. Zayed dashes in. Shadow kill. Lolia eats it up with the Wisdom Nature. No more shadow kill. Hazelnut couldn't find a kick. Gets terrified. Ran down underneath the inhibitor. And Hazelnut gets executed by Sihin. Todak mounts another great defense.
Really great defense there. Good punish on towards Hazelnut's side. Zyme Senpai catches him with the fear, despite the fact that Hazelnut was confident on that Shun Po. Just It's one of those unfortunate rock, paper, scissors matchups, right? You just throw it out a little too early. That's all Momo needs.
They're gonna try and turn onto Magma, who is taking significant damage. Todak will take this opportunity to set up their own waves. Diet with the Blade of Despair. The bottom wave is going to be shoved in. JP9 secure the orange buff. Todak starting to walk up a lot more.
Yeah, he's got the items ready to go, right? He's got that Winds of Nature instead of going for the traditional Winter Crown as a means to deal with Loliel. So there is a chance that if he's too low and the combination is dragging on for too long, Loliel's might still have enough shots of the crossbow of tank to kill him through the wand.
And not only that, Shihin's biggest enemy right now is Zidane, who is just straight up diving him. Right? Loliel will be dealing with Magma and maybe Momo. The problem comes afterwards once the crossbow tank transfers, but until then, Zidane is the biggest threat. Rose Gold Media for the Lucas, last item.
Yeah, he needs it. Again, he's looking to try and block the shots. Him and Hazel are the ones who are looking to block the initial fear coming out from Zyme Senpoi. If they can block that fear, they save themselves a lot of heartache because it can hit multiple targets if they're standing too close together. So somebody needs to be designated to block it.
Hold on with a Death Bush bottom. The Sabats can start checking. There it is. Power Magma.
Doesn't take the Infernal Pursuit. He knows that there's no way that Magma's just going to be here by himself, especially with nobody else showing on the map. That top side is building up, though.
Yeah, it is. JP9ers will send ZachQT to handle that. Well, the good news for JP9ers is that Lord is spawning from top. There's a bottom wave that it was stacked up. Diet will clear that out right now, so it will be a neutral bot lane state. JP9ers ends up getting priority of the Lord. Actually, no, they didn't go for it. Hazelnut are still looking for info.
They're just looking for anybody to intercept during the rotation, right? Because they've seen the JP9ers do this time and time again. They want to start like trying to affect side waves. They know they've got some slow pushes working for them, but Todak now, they're giving up the interception. They're going straight for that Lord. They need to get JP9ers to start corralling before they pull apart.
Loliel is going to be working with Hazelnut once more. Just like game 1, they stick together to find kills. And Todak, with all 5 members, essentially just huddling at the Lord pit. JP9ers have plenty of info to work with. Momo now spotted Holy Crystal for ZachQT. Todak forced to let the Lord reset.
Traction did not connect. Loliel's, as long as there's something to hit, he can heal back up because he can move around this map extremely fast now that he's full build. Same time though, topside, again, another slow push. Todak just playing it macro-wise, right? Protect that mid wave. Bot side is eventually going to slow push into us, but if we don't do anything to this Lord, we can't really do much. And they don't have the mobility to get across the map fast.
Yeah, this bot slow push is going to become a problem for Todak for Niners. They're going to start to run it down. Where's the jungler for Niners? And not dead. Zidane finally arrives. Todak now needs to get out of there. Hazelnut goes in, tries to look for a kick, gets control again, but Zaya is going to be caught. Loliel finds the kill. The rest of JP9ers get out.
They don't get a big enough conversion here. Loliel, he's still trying. AOG comes out, he's not going to bother, right? Lord falls into the hand of Todak, so this guarantees them they've got pushing waves on their side. They're dragging this game out for as long as possible.
Getting into the 18-minute mark. Thank goodness for JP9ers that Todak killed the Lord slightly early, because that Lord could have evolved if it full reset it.
Yeah.
So no evolved Lord means JP9ers breathe aside already. Momo still to unleash the beast, gets rooted down. Now they jump on him. Momo will be forced back. Traction pulse, pulls him back. Magma, Zyme Senpoi, and Shihin all show up. Zidane catches the backline. Zyme Senpoi instantly into the Winter Crown, and Shihin gets away with the kill on the Sabbat. But Zidane keeps on going and just destroys Todak's backline. Double kill for the Lucas. Hazelnut holds the rest of Todak back. Momo next on the docket as Zayed finally shows up to rise on back up, and they just run out Zyme Senpoi. It didn't really matter. Loliel over Zayed. Zidane effectively getting an unofficial Maniac.
Nicely done by the JP9ers here. Winter Crown timed perfectly to cancel out that quad shadow. Can't do much. Wow, it cancels out the quad shadow, but doesn't cancel out the... Yeah, man, so many weird things. Spaghetti code. Now, looking for the end. Well done, and this is a 2-0 victory.